All right, so Guy, can we talk about the retail politics of this McDonald's today? I mean, we have fries thanks to you upon request of Guy Benson.
This is for the content of the show, obviously.
Yes.
Not just because I was craving it, having seen the video.
And it's dinner time, so it worked out nicely.
It's actually fantastic. This is, with my mouth half full, this is such a smart play, I think, by the Trump campaign. Whether Kamala Harris worked at McDonald's or not, I would guess she probably did. It doesn't really matter. He's decided to troll her on this. And the fact that he got to a McDonald's French fry fryer before she did, and sort of in a humanizing, humorous way, was able to have one of the greatest presidential photo ops I can remember. Just in terms of entertainment value, we hear a lot about joy on the campaign. He seemed to be genuinely enjoying himself today, watching him, like, actually working the fries, filling the little sleeve, handing the bags of food to people through the window at the drive-thru. He said, I made it myself. Like, I laughed out loud. And it doesn't matter, like, take politics out of it. This was a home run day for them.
So, Joey, from the beginning to the end of the McDonald's visit, there were so many different moments. And what I loved were the people coming through the drive-thru and talking to the president and saying, wow, you came here as ordinary people. We get to meet the former president of the United States serving us the French fries. And he was loving it, waving to the press, talking about his opponent.
Yeah, one man, appeared to be maybe Indian, said, hey, I'm just an ordinary person. And Trump looks back and goes, you're not ordinary. You're special, or something like that. And I think that human connection is important. I think the real human connection here really is this man wants to be president of the United States, and there's a lot of people out there who are in a part to full-time minimum wage hourly job that requires some labor, and they have aspirations to do something else one day. And they can go and vote for someone who at least at one day in his life understood what that means, understood what that work is, what that interaction with people is. We know he likes McDonald's, like that was they kind of made fun of him. So he likes the brand, he likes the food, but now he knows what it means to do that for a living. And it may be small, it might be a very small amount of people, but there are people out there like, you know what, that dude, I'm working at McDonald's. I did that job for 5 years more than I wanted to. He gets it. Maybe he'll make an economy for me that I don't have to go do it again, or that I can do it and do it comfortably, whatever your aspirations are. I think it was a really smart move.
It makes things very relatable. 1 in 8 Americans, Nita, have worked at McDonald's, but there are some questions about whether Kamala Harris has actually worked there. And Snopes, which is a fact-checking service, actually looked into it. She has claimed this multiple times, probably to be relatable. And they said this about it. That says, Harris claims she had a job at McDonald's while in college. Here's what we found. Quote, there was no tangible evidence of Harris working at McDonald's as a college student. We reached out to the Harris campaign, as well as McDonald's headquarters, seeking tax records and other proof. And we reached out to Harris's sister, Maya, as well as a close friend from Howard University, seeking comment, and looked for public interviews by friends or family members of Harris's to confirm the story, with no luck. So that was definitely the main theme today of the president visiting, is calling her out on that fact.
Yeah, you know, look, she says she worked at McDonald's. He says, no, she didn't work at McDonald's. We don't have definitive proof either way, but to Guy's point, he beat her to McDonald's. She could have done this. She missed the Al Smith dinner. She missed McDonald's. She lost some votes, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And these clips are going super viral online.
Yes, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's so many different parts of it. But speaking of votes, Anita, of course, the Harris campaign is trying to win back a number of voters. Her ploy to win the bro vote is getting pretty bizarre. Recent Fox News polling gives Trump a double-digit edge over the vice president with male voters. She's putting out this cringeworthy ad to court black men. Watch.
Do you work out?
I like to stay active, yeah.
Do you have a plan to vote?
I didn't plan on it.
Wow. Sounds like a great dating service. Meanwhile, Trump is taking a more traditional approach. Football greats Antonio Brown and the Vian joined the former president on stage last night in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. He also has some WWE legends on his side.
All right, everyone, November 5th, Election Mania. Choice is yours. You can go with President Trump, Kane, and The Undertaker, or you can take Kamala Harris, Dave Bautista, and Tim Walz. Choose wisely.
It's going to be a landslide, and at the end of the day, all of America wants to get back to America, not the way it used to be, but the way it should be.
So, Joey, the campaign now is desperately trying to promote masculinity, but I want to review exactly where they've been on this topic over the course of the past 6 months, whether it's Tim Walz or whether it's the current second gentleman.
these awful models of masculinity.
There's too much of toxicity, masculine toxicity out there, and we've kind of confused what it means to be a man.
Speak to men out there who might not be the sort of testosterone-laden, gun-toting kind of guy who wants to listen to Hulk Hogan and the kind of players that came out at the RNC.
And not all men are just at home listening to Joe Rogan, being angry or being recruited to fascism. Some just need therapy.
So they've attacked them for months and months. Now all of a sudden they're trying to say they want to embrace some kind of male vote. It's a difficult play with 2 weeks to go.
Well, their self-own and their ignorance to it is what's really laughable here. Listen, Trump or J.D. Vance are not the testosterone-filled, picturesque Hulk Hogan version of masculinity that they're attacking and saying Republicans believe in. What makes them masculine, or that term alpha, is that they're fathers that love and raise their kids. They understand the idea that you provide and protect before you do anything. That's masculinity. That's what conservatives value as masculinity. The rest of it is it's style. And listen, I grew up laying brick and block and doing things that made me bleed. I'm no more masculine than someone who didn't if the principles of being a father and a provider and a protector are the same, and I think they are.
All right, well said.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.